Metal. Sorry. Anyway, Full Metal Jacket, 1987.
87.
Vincent D'Onofrio, Adam Baldwin, R. Lee Emery. Movie about soldiers in the Vietnam War and their stories. What'd you like about it?
Full Metal Jacket is very intense. It's not for everybody to watch. It's definitely not for kids.
Side note, I was in a group of friends like in the 8th grade or something, and my friend put this movie on, and as soon as Vincent D'Onofrio blew his head off, I was like, I'm done. I can't handle this. I can't handle it. I should be watching this.
It's a very intense movie. I like this movie a lot. There's a couple things that I love. I love R. Lee Emery. Is that how I say it? Mm-hmm. His character is intense. In fact, this movie, it starts off with just him talking. No one else talking. No one talks in this one. It's just him being a colonel, or what is he?
He's a drill sergeant.
Drill sergeant. Okay, I don't know anything about military stuff, even though I like World War II. But it's really intense. It is. Oh, it's who's directed this?
Stanley Kubrick. He directed The Shining. He directed 2001: Space Odyssey.
Good movie.
A lot of other things. He directed The Moon Landing because that was fake.
But yeah, it is very intense, like I said, and it's all about kind of like preparing yourself to be a Marine. This movie really has there wasn't a lot of character development in this movie. It was just about, this is the way you become a Marine. It is intense, it's hard, and it will beat you down, and it will make you become something, as the American people would say, a killing machine in those days. And they train hard. I was hooked the very beginning. The scene, him just talking to these guys.
Had you never seen this before?
I've never seen this movie before.
Okay.
This is my first time seeing it. I thought it was really intense, and so
I really like this movie because it's two movies in one. The first half is basic training. R. Lee Emery is the drill sergeant, is bossing everybody around, and there's one or two central characters, Vincent D'Onofrio and the other guy. It's about his struggle and how to become a Marine. Eventually, if you've seen the movie, he ends up going crazy and basically shooting himself and shooting the drill sergeant, not in that order. And then the second part of the movie is just about the soldiers in Vietnam and what they go through and how they speak to one another, and just it's really good. It's very well put together, and I like that it doesn't have like a plot as most movies do. It's just a movie. It's actually one of the things I like about this movie is the effects, the practical effects. There's no CGI in this movie. Not that I know. That's what we've seen a lot in these 80s movies we've been watching. There's a lot of practical effects, and I think we should go back to that as a movie industry.
It felt like everything in the background, the building, the fire, everything that was destroyed it's all real. They built that set for this movie, and I thought it was pretty awesome. It's not a full-blown action movie. You get some action, you get some gunfighting and all that, but this is all about drama. This is all about how you become a Marine, a life of a Marine, and the life as a Marine in Vietnam War, which was not a really good environment to be in. People were getting killed left and right, being sniped. They were fighting a different war at that time, and so it's a pretty brutal movie. Some of the scene when they get shot looks realistic, because although I can tell there's ketchup coming out of the body or something, but using it as blood. But it was still pretty intense, and so
marshmallows flying out of people's hands. Well, what didn't you like about this movie?
There's one thing that bothered me about this movie is the character of Vincent D'Onofrio. I like his, from the beginning to the until he shot himself. I didn't like that scene because he made him look like he was a demon. Like he had a demon possessed in him, and he has his look like
it was eyes. A little bit overacted. Yeah,
but very over.
You got the point across.
It's like, oh my gosh, I get you're crazy, but you didn't. But that one scene kind of threw me out of the movie. It's like, am I watching The Shining? Because that's something that you see out of that kind of movie, that being possessed by a demon or something like that. I know he has his eye rolled back, smiling like Joker. That kind of took me out of the movie. But that's the only thing that I didn't like in the movie. What about you?
I don't know if I didn't like anything. Like I enjoyed the movie. I'll give it my rating. But I don't really have any gripes with this movie. This movie is good how it is. I don't think I'd change anything.
Yeah.
With that said, I would give it an 8.
Oh, an 8. Okay, I give it a 8.5. Just that one scene kind of threw me off, and I didn't like it. But
cool. So let us know what you think if you've seen it.
now remember, be warned. This movie is pretty intense. So if you watch it, don't watch it with your kids.
Don't blame us.
Yeah.
Have some marshmallows. All right, movie nerds alert. See you next time.